Yeah, just give me a second. I won't be a full countdown. Just getting the chat ready. That's enough of that. Whoa. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. That's better. That's better. All right. Now, sorry, I missed a few chats there, folks, but I see Finn Rickwood has rocked up. Big up, Paul. Big up, Finn. So we were just talking about Dominic Solanke. Just wait for people to dribble in from the ether. Probably watching the old stream, expecting me to come back on that, but sometimes that's not the way the YouTube works. You've got to do a new stream. I don't get it. Well, in lieu of people coming in, just to go over the news. Things are hotting up for Dominic Solanke. Valise is off somewhere for a loan for a whole year. Nothing else is happening in the transfer market, and I'm getting impatient with it. They've had plenty of time to plan all this out, get all their ducks in a row, and they're not doing it. And we're about to kick off a season of football, and Ange has got his hands tied behind his back, and that's not good. Oh, here we go. Here's chat coming in. All right. Okay. Let me just refresh that one. All right. Hello. Right. Spursicus, nearly as good as last week's audience. Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. Bill Basher. Good evening. Bill Basher. Bill. Oh, a Bill Basher that bashes Bills as well. All right. Good evening, man. Hello. Mark in. We're back. Knocking the microphone. Yep. We're back. We're back. Oh, we're racing past 6 viewers now. Here we go. People are flooding in. Oh, dear. So, I don't know. There's not a lot else happening, is there? We've got a game coming up soon against Bayern Munich, which I'm excited about. The return grudge match. Can we do them? Can we get revenge? Are we at a bit of rest? Because we were looking a bit tired. Bless them. A little bit tired. Professional footballers a bit tired. I mean, you know, they had 3 or 4 weeks off. Oh. Just waiting for the chat to pop through. Hey, here we go. Yes, we're back. Mark in. Kane is there as well. So is Kane going to play as well? Is he? He's gotten over his post Euros weepy session. Maybe I don't know what was going on with the kid in the Euros. Kane. Hopefully he won't score, and hopefully we'll get 5 past Derek Dyer straight through the legs, behind his arms, folded behind his back. That'd be good. There we go. There's J-Mac. Yeah, back again. My old laptop, sometimes the fan doesn't go on it. That's what the cause is. Sometimes the fan doesn't spin up, and I don't know it until too late. And then I'll reboot and it's all fine, you know. Of course, that's the way of modern technology. You switch it off and on again. Brilliant. And as usual, I'm going to do my traditional nose blow. Spursicus, I'm not surprised by our lack of business after 20 odd years. Enoch goes with the territory. Yeah, but we do business though, don't we? This is the thing, we do business. it's just not very good. It's been getting better recently. And, my finger's getting more and more pointed at Justin Langer, a failed football manager who had stints with Copenhagen, didn't do any good there. Aston Villa, I don't know what he did there, but they seem to be getting on just fine without him. And Tottenham Hotspur. And Scott Munn, I've got a very low opinion of because he comes from a private posh school in Australia, very privileged. Got jobs just thrown at him from an early age, like, Sydney Olympic stuff, and doesn't know anything about football. What are these people doing in their game? It's crazy. Mark in probably 5 minutes, but he will show his face, old Kane. You reckon? He'll get a little run on at the end, I suppose so. I suppose we could cheer him. I don't know what the crowd will do. He's playing to the opposition. Boo him. Get under his skin. I know it's only a friendly, but I want to win. It's the Baron. Ian Barron. A very good evening, everyone. Hope everyone watching. Hope you're well and having a great day. Thanks for the 50th birthday messages. Wow, happy 50th birthday, man, you young pup. Last weekend, much appreciated. I hope you had a good one, man. It's just another number, isn't it? I'm flat out even remembering when my birthday is. I just don't, it's not, things like that aren't important to me. Another revolution around the sun. Well, going up against Chris Cowling's really doing well for the viewers this morning. Maybe I should have checked. I don't know. There's 10 of you turncoats have come over here anyway. That's good. A victory for the common man. Speaking of which, not football related, but there was a victory for the common man in little old Australia yesterday, where a friend of mine was facing a very hefty parking fine of $650. And they're saying, well, if you take it to court, you might have to pay $2,500. And he still went for it. And they came back with an email and said, we've decided not to go to court. So, yes, victory for the common man. Mark in, the Korean kid we bought this club has set it up. What? The Korean kid we bought. His club. Right. His club has set him up with English lessons for him. Well, not mandatory. You get a few words. Man on. That's why we're missing Eric Dyer in the squad. The man, the multilingualist, the cunning linguist, Eric Dyer. Spurs goes, always problems when the jobs for the boys brigade turn up. Like getting things right somehow runs in DNA. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? The smallest pool of genetic inbreds that just control all the dollars, pounds and cents, going to posh schools. Ange is from the neighbourhood, man. Ange is one of us. He's one of the good guys. There's always more of us than them anyway, I know, I'm going all class warfare. J Mac, Ange, Langer and McKenzie identify the players. Langer and maybe Munn broker the deals. Munn also conduit between football operations and the ball beanhead counter. It's so unnecessarily complicated, isn't it? Used to be a brown paper bag on the M1 in a Happy Eater. That was what it was. And okay, there's a few more zeros involved, but football's still, football's not quite football that I grew up with, but it's in essence the same thing. Why do we need all these people just coming in and sponging off money from everyone? Mark in, and he's one young player of the month, 4 months in her own career. That's pretty cool. I've been quite excited over some of the young talent. It's hard to say how far that talent will go, I saw Tyrese Hall and someone else has gone back to the under 21 squad at the moment. you know, it's an unknown. Maybe the future, you know, 2, 3, 4 years, it looks all right. But, you know, I've been through this before at Tottenham. This is the thing. I've been through this before. You know, we're so close to actually getting somewhere. We're not that far off. We're not that far off. I know people are saying Ange is naive and all that sort of thing. I mean, that's all absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks. He's not at all. Given the right tools, we'll win everything. We'll win everything. But the right tools, man. The right tools. Come on, Spurs. Help him out. Help him out. Spurs, because I think Langer. Yes, I know what you're going to say here. A mistake I've made many a time. Langer got the job because his name's crossed between Levy and Ange. I think it's because he looks a bit like JFK. But not an extensive football career at all. Scott Munn, nothing. Nothing. So how do you get jobs in football if you don't know football? Or because it's been, and like, was there someone put a comment on my video? I mean, I'll read them up to a point, but when they're like 10 paragraphs, I get a bit, you know, yeah, I just click the thumbs up and the love art. Someone said, I offer a good rant there, but you offer no solutions. Why should I have to offer solutions? I'm not the one who fucked it all up in the first place. You don't come here for solutions. You just come here for a bit of mindless entertainment and distraction. Everyone knows I talk crap. Solutions. I did give a solution. Sack all the suits. There you go. Get them out of the game. Get all the money out of the game. There's my solution. The bubble's hopefully going to burst. In the Premier League, don't vape and talk, kids. Yeah, hopefully the money will start poodling out. I haven't actually had a look at, I wonder if I can find it now. The average Premier League transfer fee. Okay, here we go. Inflation in the football players' transfer market. Let's have a look. Hopefully there's a nice, easy graph for me to look at. Oh, no, it's an academic paper. Is it? Okay, so transfer, they peaked in 2020. They went down in 21-22. They've gone back up again last year. So, mate, yeah, it's just the COVID blip, I think. Oh, no, the bubble's not bursting yet, folks. Stick around. It will. It will. It's unsustainable. Sandeep Patel, these look like words of wisdom here, man. The ball is round, the pitch is green. Can I have a high-paid job at Spurs, please? That went in a direction I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I don't think you don't even have to know the ball is round if you're Scott Munn. I think his background is AFL. It's probably rugby union. It's got to be, isn't it? Oh, here we go. There's loads of chat coming through. Spurs, because, yeah, if a comment goes past 2 paragraphs, you forget the original point. I mean, some people write reams. It's like, I'm not reading that. I'm sorry. What does the debate channel think of the suits? Oh, bloody hell, man. Oh, they're not happy. Oh, they're really not happy. Oh, look at that. Oh, angry. Oh, not impressed. Harper Lee, I'm here, Paul. Okay. Whew. It's all right, folks. Harper Lee's here. We can have a fiesta now. It's an early stream. Yeah, I got up early today. Got a big day in the car as usual, but I thought I'd do a stream because I haven't been doing streams much. Because when I'm working a lot, you know, sometimes I wake up, I just want to hit the road. And then when I've been on the road all day, I just want to veg out and watch nothing on TV that will further my brain. And so you lot get neglected. But I'm back when the season starts, it will all be a lot more smoother. It's also there's not a lot to. There's nothing happening, you know. And I you know, what's to talk about when there's no transfers, no football, you know? I mean, there's always tangents. Let's see how we go in here. I mean, you lot lead me astray all the time. Andy Bat Spurs. Why are so many fans apoplectic when nothing has gone wrong? Ange is Spurs and is still talking about the team as we and us. Yeah, that's true. Just because we haven't seen the plan doesn't mean we can't trust it. Yeah, look, I'd say something is wrong. I agree with you, and I think Ange is the man. You know, don't get me wrong. Never let it be said that I'm thinking, no, get rid of Ange. No, it's the last thing we want to do. I think he is the man for the job. But this is not getting stuff done early before pre-season. But, you know, this is leaving it to the last minute. So it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong. And there's no guarantee that we're going to get anyone through the door before the season starts. We probably will, because that's often what happens. But often what Spurs have done in the past is there'll be a last minute, almost a panic buy, you know, playing over the odds for someone that isn't up to it. Richarlison. You know, I hear about the plan, man. I hear about the plan, but Ange himself said the plan is to do business early, so the plan's not going to plan. That's the way I see it at the moment. Granted, a lot of other teams haven't done much business as well. That's a silver lining. But you know, I want to just start the season with a bang. And if we got a couple of players that have got to find their feet and find a place, you know, it's 3 or 4 games. It may be even longer. Might be a couple of months before we start chugging away, and it's a missed opportunity. That's all it is, you know, for the sake of a couple of million quid haggling, if that's what's going on. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to, isn't it? Probably. We're signing players at the last minute because someone at Tottenham is playing the who's going to blink first in the transfer market. You know, who's going to blink first? We've offered this. Are they going to come down anymore? Are we going to have to go up? And you know, it's daft. It's daft, man. And I think although we can get a little bit excited about some of the young players in pre-season, we can't get too excited because a lot of them are going to go on loan, and a lot of them are going to go back to their young youth teams. And when they were on the pitch, they were playing the other team's youth teams and B teams and all that. So yeah, they did very well. They did as well as they could have, really. But are they going to be in the first team? Probably not. Probably not. You might have Mikey Moore, maybe Donnelly, maybe Ashley Phillips, but that's it. That's it. Good for Europa League. Good for cup games, there's no doubt. But we do need a bit of experience coming through the door as well, you know. Unless the plan is we are going to be good in 5 years. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's it. So, oh well. You know, I've waited 52 years to win a league. I'll wait another 5, I suppose. I've got no choice. No. Oh, there's comments coming through and it's not coming through on the thing. Of course it's not. Of course. Nah. Why would it? I haven't touched anything. But, oh well, I've missed a couple. Here we go. Spurs goes, did you see the rumour that we're selling Richie to buy Solanke? Annoying if true, but hey. Well, I mean, I'm assuming Solanke's... See, this is my limited knowledge of footballers that don't play for Tottenham. I'm guessing, taking it, that Solanke's better than Richarlison, is he? I mean, if he is, that makes sense then. Mark in, there must be something going on as well because the transfer market is really slow. Yeah, it is really slow. It's all being clogged up by suits and agents and lawyers and arseholes. I think the clubs are not willing to move on lowering their prices. Yeah, they're all up against FFP. Maybe this is a symptom of the whole FFP. Everyone's trying to penny pinch to the finest of fine margins to make sure that they're compliant. If you're, most clubs, some clubs don't give a crap. Leicester City, Nottingham Forest, Everton, Manchester City, although they're squeaky clean now. Maybe that's part of it, Mark N. PSG and Munich are doing it to Man United as well. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. All right, here we go. Mark N. The 110 Premier Games has 3 international breaks as well. Not sure about that. Don't know what that means. Sean Hurl. Transfers involve 4 parties. Player, the 2 clubs. Well, that's the parties, really, isn't it? Then you're on about, Mr. 10%. The agents, another festering pustule on the bottom of football. Difficult to align all 4? Why? I don't see, okay, player, this is how much you're going to get paid. Club we're buying from, this is what we're going to offer. Selling club, yeah, all right. I mean, what's the big thing? Big thing is because we got all the suits in and they're all trying to who's got the biggest Alan Sugar dick. I'm a winner. I must win my negotiation. It's win and lose. That's the way it works now. Stupid. Harper Lee, I'm just waiting to see what they do by the end of the transfer season. Look, I'm sure if we get some people rolling in the door and rolling out the door before, I'll just shut up. Because there's stuff I don't like talking about, really. It's boring. It's boring. But this is what's happening right now, I guess. As soon as the season starts or the window's closed, then that's it. There's nothing you can do. You just enjoy the football. Then it's up to Ange to make it work as best he can. I've watched Ange for 20 years succeed, so I'm not that worried. No, same here, man. Same here. Yeah, no, he's the best man for the job. Best man for the job. And whatever players we've got, he will get the best, more than any other coach in the world, out of them. I think he's one of the best coaches in the world. I've seen enough, man. Mark in. Sorry, man. Oh, right. The first 10 Premier Games has 3 international breaks in them. Oh, not this again. What? Oh, it's World Cup qualifying now, isn't it? They might as well not bother with World Cup qualifying. Was it going to be 48 teams? What do you have to do to not qualify for the World Cup? That's like a quarter of the planet, and 3/4 of the planet don't play football, I'm guessing. I don't know. 48 teams in the World Cup. Crazy. Used to be like 8. I think the first one might have even been 4. Dear, oh dear. Why is there so much international football? Maybe it's a job for Fred Dinage investigates. If one of those games is a friendly, though, they can stick that up their clacker. Don't be needing friendly international games. God. Horrible. Spursicus. Any players from the past you thought would turn up at Spurs, Paul? Like, you look at them and think, could see him at Spurs. Oh, well, from the past. Yeah. Like, there was a bit of speculation around it at the time. I think it was Trevor Sinclair. I think he was playing for QPR and I think he might sign for West Ham. But there was a bit of speculation that he might go to Tottenham. And I remember watching him play at White Hart Lane. I thought, yeah, bloody hell, I'd like to see him in a Spurs shirt. What other players? Oh, God, man. That's the one that leapt out straight away. I suppose maybe a little Matt Letizia, a little bit. Yeah, I'll stick with those two. But definitely Trevor Sinclair. Hard believe Marcus Edwards comes back to United from Sporting for club grown. I won't be happy. Well, hang on. You're waiting to see what happens. You're going to be happy anyway. That's how the internet works. But you said. I'm not worried about that, man. If, the rumours were that he had a bit of an attitude problem at the time, that might well have been sorted out. But I'm not fussed on him coming back to Spurs, really. Mark in the transfer window shuts on the start of the first international break, I believe. Okay, was it August the 31st or something, is it? I think we've got a couple of Premier League games before the window slams shut. And then Turkey goes on for another couple of weeks, and I think maybe Saudi Arabia. So there's still time to cash in like we did with Davison Sanchez last year. That was a good move, that. Very good move. Still players need to get out the door. I mean, I've heard a rolling news story that Emerson Royale is only 48 hours away from joining AC Milan. What's the latest on that? Emerson Royale. Has he gone yet? News. Oh, it could be postponed a few days. Postponed a few days according to Sempre Milan.com. What's that? Milan forever. Today was meant to be the day that Emerson Royale to AC Milan from Spurs was fully agreed, and yet handshakes reportedly have not arrived. They're on about bonuses and crap. God, it's insufferable, this football world at the moment. I just can't wait, because when you hear this sound, don't have to worry about all this shit anymore. That's all I want, just that. And a few of these. Yeah. That's what. Want to get back to football. Hey, it's Derek Smith, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Super chats and memberships are available. First time for the 24 Olympics. But Hotspur Hippie wins gold for me. Oh, well, there you go. That's all right, hey. Here I am, Paul. Hey, there you are, Derek. Yeah, I haven't really watched any of the Olympics. I usually do, but I don't know. I've just been working, and the time difference is crazy for this one. So I've really got sucked in, and also the Australian coverage does my nut in, because instead of showing what's live happening now, they'll show the 10th replay of the last gold medal we won. Family stories, interviews. It's like, just show me the sport. Okay, okay, have a program at the end or something where you rope them all together in a studio and you shower them with champagne and confetti or something like that. But I want to see what's going on in Paris at the moment. Now. Ugh. Spurs, because the Emerson deal is enraging. Wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't happen. Yeah, it could all fall through, couldn't it? Over the sake of like €500,000 bonus sell-on fee. Oh, I can't wait till money gets out of football. Harper Lee, if you go on to 9 now, they have shown live streams for individual sports. Yeah, I know, but sometimes I'm just lazy. I just put the TV on, Just like to put the TV on. Tottenham, come on, you Spurs. Why are you up so early? Just I'm up early sometimes. I go to bed early and I wake up when I wake up. It's the beauty of my no-alarm clock system. And the older I get, the more I seem to follow the sun. I usually fall asleep, sunset, and wake up before the sun gets up. Derek Smith. People are running now, are they? What are they running in? Spursicus. Wasn't Carlos Tevez owned by 3 different people? Yeah. It's so weird, isn't it? It's so weird. So weird. Like I say, brown paper bag in the Happy Eater on the M1. Oh, them were the days. Tottenham, come on, you Spurs. Why are you up so early? And do you work? Why are you up so late and do you work? Lived in Sydney, worked on Darling Harbour. Lovely place. So it's being rebuilt now. It's all been knocked down and rebuilt because that's what happens in Sydney. Everything is rebuilt every 5 years. It's never bloody finished. Like there's these things, the Sydney fish markets. And they used to be really good because you could get there and get loads of cheap fish and God knows what. It's great. But it's all hoity-toity now. It's all, ooh, look at my lobster. And they've rebuilt the fish markets. And, and I'm driving posh people around. Oh, look at the fish markets. They're going to be wonderful. And my answer is, are the fish going to be any cheaper? No. How long are we going? We're going half an hour. We've been steadily eking and siphoning away viewers from Chris Cowlin, the behemoth of streaming. I haven't actually looked at his 60-second updates for a bit. That's where I like his 60-second updates. It's just, this is what's happening, or rumours, this is it. We're in, we're out, that's it. Not, where is it? Not this for half an hour. It wears on you. Derek Smith, think I'll be asleep early. Got a minibus to deliver. Ooh, that's fun. Something different. 7:30 in the morning, so a nice treat to catch you live and now stream. Yeah, thanks very much, man. Thanks for popping in. Driving a minibus. Ooh. Spurs, I like driving, so, Spursicus, yeah, gone are the days when signed down the greasy spoon over a splosh and a handshake, yeah. And I think it was Brian Clough. I've forgotten the player. Might have been Mark Crossley. Mark Crossley signed a contract without the details filled in, just trusted that Brian Clough would do the right thing, and he did. Mark in, I only watched Cowlin for a 60-second update. I think you should do a 59-second update. That will show him. Well, I could just record it normally and just speed it up by, 2%. No one would know. Hey, I like that. Beaten by 1 second, the 59. I'm tempted to do one of those now. The 59-second update. Harper best fish market in Australia is in Sydney. But is it, though? It's not anymore. It's not anymore because it's not a market. But the worst yum char upstairs, which is strange considering the location. You go to Chinatown for yum char. That's not too far. Not too far. Derek Smith, Chris Cowlin, the Spurs News Now of YouTube. I don't know. News Now, is that one of those pretend news channels that keep popping up on my face? Like, I don't want to watch any of this shit. Stop suggesting it to me. Tottenham, come on, you Spurs. Sorry for being nosy. That's all right, man. 33 minutes. Let's see. I haven't checked the old the Tottenham Twitter thing. Every time I search for Tottenham on Twitter, though, it's just people trying to sell tickets to games and concerts and things. There's no actual Spursy goodness. Oh, they're all walking back in the door. Yeah, Alejo Valise has joined Espanyol. Nothing. Just having a look at this. Nothing. There's not a lot happening, folks. Spursicus Cowling did a 60-second update the other day. It was only 50 seconds, 57 seconds. I felt cheated. Well, I've seen where he does the odd one that's a minute and 2. So maybe someone should do a study, get all his 60-second updates and find the average time and find out if it's just shameless marketing drivel or whether he's a man of his word. Derek Smith, who are we signing, Paul? You might as well dig up a cat that I used to have 20 years ago and ask that. You're in the know, yeah, ITK. No, I'm an IDK. I don't know. You have your finger on the pulse, your ear to the ground. I've got my nose to the wheel or whatever, it's shoulder to the thing. The knowledge we all look to. Yeah, I've got nothing, man. Nothing for you. Harper Lee, how are the Dragons 8th? Yes. Don't worry about the points difference. I know it's disgrace. Was it minus 90? Don't worry about that. We had a bit of a wobble. But hey, we beat Melbourne Storm. We outplayed them. Ben Hunt actually looked like a good player. First time I've seen him play like a good player. Usually he's just got that gormless look on his face, hands on hips, not giving a shit. And he was actually really good. Maybe it's the coach. Maybe it just comes down to the coach to get the players going, you know. It's funny, isn't it? Sport, team sport, it's weird, you know. Same with football. It's like they know how to kick a ball and stuff like that. But you get the right man as the gaffer, and it just becomes something special. Derek Smith, 400 metres final. Oh, right. Running around a track in Paris. And the winner is Derek Redmond. Soy Uno Dorito. Right. Right. Can you say RB for the longest time? See how long you can hold it? No. Harper Lee. I'm not your trained chihuahua. You didn't come on here and say do this and do that. Puh. I believe, yeah, impressive win against the Storm. It was, man. I was so excited by that game. I fell asleep almost immediately afterwards, and I missed the Tottenham Bayern Munich friendly. That's how surprised and shocked. It's like my body was, I don't know, can't handle winning. Good luck to you for the rest of the season. Who's your team, Harper? Who's your lot then? Derek Smith, that was a hell of a race. Yeah, it's probably less than a minute. Oh, actually, I was at the... I went to loads of the Sydney Olympics. I saw Kathy Freeman won her 400 metres. That was intense as hell. That's probably one of the most intense live sporting things I've seen. Because when they're all lining up, and like all the pressure was on Kathy Freeman in that race, it was a capacity crowd of 110,000 in the Sydney Olympic Stadium, and when they're all lining up, the whole crowd was dead silent as anything, and then that gun went, and the roar from the crowd, it like shook you. And as they're running around the track, you can see like camera flashes following them around. This is like pre-mobile phone crap, you know, it's proper cameras, you know, flash. And like coming off the last bend, I remember she was in third. And then she stormed through to win and just sat there, shell-shocked. And I don't blame them. But I remember when I saw it on the TV afterwards, they're saying, oh, you know, they were sort of questioning, well, why is she sitting down there? They had to explain it. Oh, because, you know, it's like if you were there, I'm amazed she could run around the track in that atmosphere. No wonder she had a bit of a sit down afterwards. Derek Smith, Quincy Hall, American. Oh, Harper Lee, the Roosters. Oh, Harper Lee, straight from Posho Land, with his government-paid stadium on Moore Park Road. Oh, boo, silver spoons. Silver spoons. Why don't you go the whole hog and follow rugby union, Harper? Harper Lee, you're at Kathy's Run. Yeah, man. It was great. Like, because my ulterior motive for going to that day, it was a session where there were 7 gold medals decided in track and field, or as I've heard them call it on Australian TV, field and track. I didn't get the memo when that had changed, including Jonathan Edwards, who won a triple jump for the non-existent country of Great Britain. Why is it Great Britain in the Olympics? Derek Smith. Well, I mean, you know, what happens to Northern Ireland? Derek Smith. Oh, GB got silver. There you go. Great Britain. Oh, we've been going 40 minutes. We might string this out to an hour yet. And like, Australia's getting a load of gold medals because we're spending money on it. The same thing happened before the 2012 London Olympics. Great Britain suddenly started winning loads of medals like in 2008 because they're spending money on it. That's all the Olympics is a factor of. You know, you hear over there, oh, Australia punches above its weight in world sport. That's because we spend shitloads of money on it, on certain sports, not football. And then as soon as the Olympics, so we've got the Brisbane Olympics coming up, that'll be the peak of the spending. We'll get loads of medals in that, and then it'll be back, nothing. Like Montreal, 1976, when Australia got no gold medals. Spurs goes with God's players. Oh, God, we're going back to Spurs. Oh, well, okay, U-turn. Always thought we might have got Gareth Barry, who I believe still holds the record for the most yellows in the Prem. I can't remember Gareth Barry. What sort of vintage is this guy? That sounds like a name that is going to be fairly common as well. Gareth Barry. .43, so he's not that old. Okay. He plays as a midfielder for 11th tier side Hurst Pierpoint FC. It's funny, isn't it? Some players, they quit at the top, and then some players just like to keep on going because they like playing football. So who did he play for? Played for Aston Villa, Manchester City, Everton and West Bromwich Albion. Okay. So has he won loads? He won a Premier League and an FA Cup. Okay. Harper Lee, finding it hard to get vapes. Nah, you just go down King's Cross, man. I bulk bought myself. What an absolute sham from the government. It's ridiculous. It's the only country in the world, man. You go in the UK, there's official NHS guidelines from doctors for people that are having trouble to quit smoking, start vaping. But no, not in Australia. It's, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Tell me what to do. Harper Lee, Gareth Barry, Aston Villa legend. Oh, well, there we go. We missed out on him then. We missed out on a few yellow cards. Oh, breaking news. Here we go. Breaking news. Just read a story from Derek Smith that Spurs are in for both Solanke and Tony. It's two bells in, isn't it? Yeah, and Richardson. It's just, I know. Oh, dear. And you know what? If we do get a striker, it's probably someone that's not been in the news, not been considered. Maybe a lot of us won't have heard. Well, I know I won't have heard of him. But I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about buying a player I've never heard of because I've not heard of anyone. And they can be good. Vicario van der Ven. Brilliant buys last window. This window, it's very quiet. It's very quiet, Spurs. It's like that at the moment, isn't it? Well, that'd be exciting. That'd be exciting. So we're going to play two up front, are we? We're going to go back to 4-4-2. We're going to have Solanke and Tony up front. 4-4-2. The way football should be played. Oh, and the next couple of weeks, I'll set up the Predict the Premier League competition, which will be free to enter, and there's no prizes because that would almost be like gambling, and I don't like gambling. No gambling adverts on this channel. Nowhere near it. Spursicus, it's nice just to hear a new roomie. You can tell it's sling pickings, can't you? Oh, dear. I mean, the state of journalism, man, every club has been linked with every player on the planet. Every club on the planet, every player. It's like they've just got this database and chucked it into ChatGPT. Here's all the teams. Here's all the players. Just print out article after article of steaming turds saying this, we're interested in that. We're monitoring that. We're leading the chase for. Just do that. You don't need someone like Ali Gold writing in his Pitman shorthand in a phone box. Breaking news, stop. All that sort of stuff. You just churn it all out. Just here's your news. And then one of the articles is going to be right, isn't it? Then they can say, oh, look, we broke the exclusive news that blah, blah, blah has gone to blah, blah, blah. You know, you forget about the other 999 articles of arse that you spat out as well. That's called confirmation bias. I believe the only transfer entertainment is seeing Manchester United and their fans lose their heads. Oh, well, they're probably losing their heads more than us. But I mean, Man United, when you had Alex, I'm not one that rates Alex Ferguson for some reason. But yeah, I mean, he achieved a lot. But when he was running Manchester United, they won everything. And now there's a few more suits in. Doesn't happen, does it? Doesn't happen. Derek Smith, I'm just happy to watch us next season. Me too, man. Whoever we sign, yeah, that's why I just want all this noise. Fuck the noise to finish. Just get rid of all of it. Get that going. Oh, wouldn't that be nice, eh? Just sit down, Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Oh, yeah, you get your wooden rattle out. Your big scarf. Oh! Breaking news from Hotspur Hippie commune member Caption Grandma. Spurs are now in for both Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe. Wow. It's going to be a gazumping. Like those stories you used to get on That's Life. Oh, well, I put an offer in for the house and then I didn't get it. Well, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? So we're playing four up front then. So we're playing what? Solanke, Tony, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe. So that's four, right? And then, so what's our formation going to be? 4-2-4. 4-2-4. There we go. Brilliant. Exciting. Ray Chrisley, another member of the commune. Man, all the commune members are steaming in. Where's my button? Memberships and Super Chats are available. I wonder if the lack of signings has something to do with the rumour that the club are looking for investors. I mean, I'm sighing because that thought did cross my mind as well, Ray. And it's just all not football, isn't it? Investors. Like this person who put a comment saying, investors need a guarantee of a return. And it's like, fuck them. I don't give a shit about them. Bugger off. All these rich people with too much money swilling around, they don't know what to do with it. Yeah, looking for investors. Oh, gosh. Oh. If I want all that, I'd read the Financial Times. But I just want a whistle. That's all I want, man. It's crazy. Sam 608. Where do you think Decky should play? I'm not convinced by him, man. I'm not convinced. I think there's a player we could upgrade. And I'm basing that on the last 2 seasons. And when he filled in for Maddison, I didn't think he was okay. He wasn't brilliant. He wasn't like, oh wow, he's so good. But like Maddison when he first started, I thought, oh yeah, he's a player. So I don't know, man. He's frustrating. He's frustrating on the wings, and I think in the middle we could do better. And he's not a centre forward, so I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure about Decky. I'm sure he's going to play. I suppose if you have to play him, I'll play him on the wing. I don't know, man. Derek Smith, our formation is 10. Innovative. 10 attackers and a goalkeeper. Suits me, yeah. That'd be brilliant. That would be my kind of football. Oh, wouldn't that be great? You'd win every game 10-9. 11-4. People are still moan about clean sheets. Oh, clean sheet. Oh, 51 minutes. Well, if Alan Sugar had backed Ozzy and Steve a bit more, we would have seen attacking football back then. But no, didn't give him the players. Derek Smith, Decky's great. Oh, I'd like him to be great. He could be. Like he can hold a ball. But he frustrates me, man. He frustrates me. Maybe this will be his year, though. As always, everything I say has got asterisk. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just opening my mouth and letting words fall out, folks, Don't rely on me. I'd like him to be great this year, but I don't know. He's just been frustrating. Last year was really frustrating the way he was playing on the wing. Really frustrating. And as usual, as I'm thinking about winding up the show, we get more viewers. Maybe Chris has pulled the plug. Spursicus Sugar, don't get me started. I'm going to get you started, Spursicus. Oh, yeah, I know. Spursicus says him and Bloody Scholar started all this nonsense. I know, man. When I hear people say, I've been Levy out 10 years, I was Irving Scholar out back in the days. Oh, it's horrible, wasn't it? Horrible when he took over. Put Spurs on the share market, bought loads of things like Hummel UK and God knows why. They all died in the arse. Nearly went bankrupt. And then Lord Alan Sugar comes in and completely fucks the rest of the club up. Awful. Awful. So I say, Spurs is a club that's been kept down by its ownership. Kept down since Scholar. It's not a new phenomena. It's a big club. It's a big club. It's a massive club. And then you get other clubs that are buoyed up by their, ownership, like, Manchester City and whatnot. Cheating. Mark N. Apparently Levy turned down Real Madrid inquiry from Romero. That's good. I think he said he's not for sale. He may have quoted 150 million. They never came back. Well, that's a positive at least. We're not selling our good players. That's something. Derek Smith. 11-4, yes. You heard it here first. Leicester, first game of the season, Paul. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'll lock that one in. I'll lock that one in, Chris, already. Or who's in the America? I can picture him. Can't remember his name. I'll lock it in. 11-4. That's the first game of the season. Mark N. Cowling is scared of the hippie man now. He pushed his show through the roof. Oh, well, you know, I'm not saying it was all me that got him to number one. You know, I'm too humble to suggest something like that. Oh, I like his post. I like his post-game podcast. So it's nice to be on one, even though it's a friendly. You know, I might be back. We'll see. They say you only go on Chris Cowling twice, once on the way up and once on the way down. So if I'm back, you know, yeah, my 59-second update. He might retire. I think that's it. Call it quits, Chris. 59-second update. Oh, I wish I had that idea. I would have done it, but I didn't. Oh, 56 minutes. And there was no countdown on this one. Derek Smith, controversial take. Levy has been good for Tottenham. Well, it's all relative though, isn't it? That's the shame about it. It's relative. He's been better than Sugar. Yeah. He's been better than Scholar. Sort of. They're all cut from the same cloth, though, you know. Business. Sam 608, I think we'll bang Leicester 3-4-0. Welcome home, Harry Winks. 3-4-0. I've already locked it in. 11-4. 11-4. What an opener to the season that would be, eh? 11-4. Some team is going to get smashed by Tottenham Hotspur this year. Absolutely smashed. Didn't quite happen. We came close. But I mean, like 6, 7, 8-0. That's what I want. Or 1. We'll give him 1 goal just to annoy all the clean sheet freaks. Just. That's what I want to see from Spurs this year. Spurs goes, yeah, when I hear these kids banging on about Enoch and Levy, it bores my blood like it's only been 20 years. I know. Was it when did Scholar take over? 83? I think it was 83, 82, 83. Yeah. Jim Brentar, do you think Solanke is overrated? I have no idea, man. I'm not really too familiar with him because I've only seen him play when he plays against Spurs. He did have a decent season with Bournemouth. He's only had 1 great season, says Jim, and he'll probably experience regression to the mean, do you think? Or he could get even better. You know, if he scored 19 league goals with Bournemouth, maybe he could get 25 with Spurs. I don't know. Derek Smith, Cowling has heard the rumour already. He's got people everywhere. He's coming right back at 58.5 second update. All right, okay, I'm going to do a 1 second update. 1 second update. Nothing. That's it. The Spurs 1 second update. I wonder if you can even upload a video of 1 second to YouTube. God, it'd have to be a quick intro. It'd have to be like a 0.25 of a second intro. Boop, nothing. Thumbs up from Jim. And what a fitting way to end the stream. Hey, well, you kept it going. We're all trudging through the fog, not knowing what's going on. Some of us are going a bit crazy like me. You know, Yeah, even I get infected with it during transfer windows. It takes me a while to get there, but It's like, oh, come on, Spurs. They'll do something. But like I say, all will be good. All will be good. So thanks to everyone that's watched. Thanks to people that have been commenting. Thanks to all the commune members popping up. Don't believe I missed any cold hard cash. Nope. If you've clicked like and subscribe, thank you very much. If you haven't, if you just sat there watching it, hey, that's all right as well, isn't it? And if you've watched it or listened to it afterwards on your favourite podcast player, I hope it's done something to at least distract you a little bit away from all the gubbins and hoo-ha and that's going on in 2024. There's more in 24. I've been saying it all year. There's more in 24, folks. But a little bit of distraction don't hurt, you know, a little bit of distraction, a little bit of a giggle once in a while doesn't hurt. So on that note, I will say, peace and love, man, peace and love, and come on, you Spurs!